Hey guys, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel. And yep, you guessed it, we're doing another injector replacement job here. And I've got some really important information. It might be a little bit surprising or educational to you. Now, I've pointed out before in some other videos, when the injectors have got these numbers on them, and they can be different numbers, but see the big, sorry, hard to see, I've got the light on, see the big round with a stamp on it? That's a good way to tell if they're original injectors. Now this is a, what year is this, 07 or 09, somewhere, 2009. Yeah, so I don't believe they've ever been out before. What do you reckon? Do you reckon they've been out? No. So we don't believe these have been out before. We believe the pipes have been off, so they may have had the valve cover off, check the valve clearances, but not the correct procedure where you meant, because for the people that don't know, let's just quickly go over it again. These seating washers are designed by Toyota to last. Well, they're saying replace them every 40,000. Now, that's not what I'm saying. That's why if you watch my information, you need to watch all the videos, go and search that playlist, inject your information, watch all the videos to the end, listen carefully. So, when they go and inject the valve clearance, the correct procedure is to pull the injectors out of the way, remove these clamps and everything. By the way, these little washers, they're single use only as well, those little gaskets. The injectors are meant to come out to check the valve clearance. Like this, alright? So basically all the injectors are out of the way, so you can see the ports, and you can get right in there to get your feeler gauge between the camshaft, between the lifter there, and work out what the valve clearances are. And while you're in there, because that's the correct procedure, removing the injector together. Not work around the injectors and leave the seats there, because that's not what the engineers wanted to happen. They don't want them to stay there forever, because then eventually they leak. Now, this one's lucky, right? So, see these ports? Yeah, not bad, mate. We've been in there. But look, the valve clearances are good. The ports are clean. There might be a little bit more cleaning to do yet, but I just wanted to show you. This is one of those ones. I can't remember. What did this have on it? 250 something? 250K? 250 something anyway, right? If you've been watching our videos, we did an inspection video, and I can't remember what I called it, but that's why you just need to watch. It's only one video a day. Watch the video a day as they come out. They go for about 10 minutes. Some are 5, some are 20, thereabouts, right? And you'll see one of the inspection. It might be in the diagnostic video. So if you want to learn about diagnostics and when to know when to replace injectors when there's a problem, check out our diagnostics playlist, right? So on our channel, you just go to playlists and have a look at all those headings and see what you want to learn about and watch all those videos. And I'm always adding more videos into there, so you can go back there from time to time and have a look, and you may find more diagnostic videos. But this is Jason's vehicle, and it had very good readings. Okay, so I'll give you an idea. We rechecked it now before we did the work on the vehicle. I'm talking hours ago. This doesn't all happen. It's not like a bing bang, bada bing, bada boom, and the job's done. It's a big injector job, right? But what I'm trying to say is, at full operating temperature with a 5-speed auto, the 120 Prado, one of the really common ones we talk about in diagnostics. On this one, the load reading was only about 14, 15, sort of 14, 15. So really good new injectors is about 11. I say about. This is an auto, isn't it? It's not a manual, is it? It's auto, yeah, all right. So 5-speed auto, just making sure I got it right, asking my assistant to back me up in case I'm losing it, So normally good new injectors is like around 11 on the load, and by about 16 it's time to replace them. The main injection period was up a little bit, but not too bad, and jumping around a bit, but not too bad. The injection volume was still down around 8 or something like that, so it wasn't up at 10, 11, 12, 15. So I sort of went, maybe these have been replaced a little while ago, a year ago. So I'm saying, let's keep them all clean in case we end up looking at them going, oh, they're only 2 years old. Let's save him some money, put them back in, whatever. We'll just do the reseat, make sure the job's right. Obviously, save a couple of grand on injectors. Beautiful. But of course, we got them out, and they're on the bench here. And we look at the dates, we look at the serial numbers, so we know the month and year they were built, and I can tell you they are the original injectors, okay? So it's as simple as that. So just goes to show, sometimes they don't last as long as planned, and sometimes they last a bit longer. There's a little bit of luck involved, but everything usually works by averages. And if you've got a 120 Prado, and you've had it for a long time, the injectors haven't been done, they're probably long overdue. And if you purchase the vehicle and they didn't say, hey, guess what, I just had the injectors replaced, here's the paperwork, or I got the injectors. A lot of people say, oh, I got the injectors off Anthony, I followed his videos, or they'll say whatever, something along those lines. They're the people that are doing their research, they're on channel, they know what's going on. But the point is, These ones at 250,000 Ks were in amazingly good condition and working well. Okay, now, not necessarily, I mean, it's a good thing for this vehicle, but not necessarily a good thing that I'm telling you this, because I don't want you to think that you can leave them for 250, because on averages, these injectors, let's say the replacements, the ones we put in, say, 4 or 5 years ago, they are lasting quite well. We can usually see them 4 or 5 years later, and they're still 80% condition minimum. You know, they're good. You know, the load reading will have gone from 11, it'll go 12, 13, around the 13, 14, not too bad. We got to look at the other readings, the main injection period, the injection volume, and that sort of thing. Now, the other thing on this one that a lot of people may have missed, so I thought I'd better mention, because I'm trying to do a bit of a quicker video here. See the suction control valve, right? That's at the end of my finger right there. See that thing there with a grey plug on the back? That's your suction control valve. That's what controls the fuel pressure, right? That sucker down there. It's got the old short one, even though it's an 09. So, because usually, they changed about 09. Usually some 09s have got the longer one. I'm just going to tell you again, if you've got the short one, it's rubbish, you need to change it. Don't replace it with a short one. We've got heaps of the proper, genuine, you know, the long replacement, proper replacement suction control valves in stock at the moment. So I can sell you one if you like, you know, well, when I say this at the moment, this video, it could be weeks or months before it's out. So it doesn't really matter. We've got some in the bank there. I might try and drop it a bit earlier. But look, those short ones, rubbish. So if you've got a 150 Prado or after around about 09, and it's got a longer one, and it'll sort of stick out to about there, and the plug will be back here. It'll be, instead of being, you know, that long, it'll be sort of twice as long. Let's say 50 mil long instead of 20 mil, okay? And usually the plastic on the back, if you have a closer look, see on the back of this one, see down here, see it's like a brownie color and the plug's gray. The replacement, just going from memory, it's a lighter color. It's not the brown sort of color. Anyway, so that's the suction control. If you want to get that replaced, that affects your fuel pressure, and you don't always know. You don't always notice it anyway. So whatever. As I said, all these ports, you got to make sure they're nice and clean. So those seating washers can just stick in there and do their job nice and clean like that, right? I'm not saying we're done here. I'm just saying even that clean will do the job. Clean as that will be good enough. Make sure all the perimeter of your head's clean. The 4 little dobs of RTV just go each side of that crack there, right? So you got one each side of the half moon, one in that corner there, and another one over that side. They're the only places you need to use RTV on this. Don't think you get a few little tips here and there out of videos and on the internet. If you're going to go ahead and replace your injectors, you, after watching my videos in the VIP group, could be the most equipped and well-trained person to do one of these jobs that's available. There's a lot more of these that need doing than there are people that can do it right, which is why we're helping you with what we can with information. So, you know, something to think about. The 120s, the injectors are getting very old. They should all be replaced. I understand not everybody can just afford to replace them, but my answer to that is just, look, you know, I'm not trying to sell you injectors actually, whatever, but it's about prevention on your engine. If you can't afford injectors, can you afford an engine is the question. So if you haven't got 2 or 3 or 4 grand, have you got 10 or 15 or 20? Anyway, valve clearances on this one, once again, very good. So you don't need to risk contamination and take those fuel pipes off to check your valve clearances, in my opinion and experience, and there's quite a bit of experience there that says these valve clearances are usually okay. 250,000, no problem. So if that's not enough evidence for you, this is what we regularly see. Very rarely you'll find one that's out, and there will be a reason for it. Like I said, the one I always use as an example, the one with the catch can, very dry, abrasive, all the oil was taken out, you know, it was very dry and powdery in there. You can see this one, it needs a good cleanup. That's just the into the manifold side. It looks pretty dirty from there. The E-jar's clean. We'll get into that manifold soon and have a look and see whether it needs removal for cleaning or not. Usually not, because the worst of it's usually just at that end there. Anyway, a couple other little tips. If you do get the injector kit from us, if it's a 120 Prado or any of the Hiluxes from the early ones through to about September 09, we're currently throwing in a free set of injector clamps. That's those. So you don't need to clean those. You can if you like, but you don't even need to worry about it. You just turf those and we'll give you a new set. Also comes with a little dome washer that comes under the bolt. So that's all included free in our injector kit. And for anyone that watches this video that wants them, you can just ask and I'll throw in an extra set of injector seating washers underneath.
and O-rings. So the O-rings are $4, the seating washers are $6, so $40 worth there. These are $25 each, so $140 worth of freebies. That's a genuine freebies. And the other recommendation, something we do in the workshop, and we don't always have them in stock, and it doesn't matter, but see these big bolts here? I've talked about it before. The 17mm heads have a tendency to twist those single-use gaskets. So we upgrade the later ones, had these smaller head bolts, right? So you can either purchase them directly yourself, because you can do that if you want. You don't have to buy an injector kit and get these from me. But if we've got them in stock, if you ask for these, for an extra $50, we can include those in the kit. They're going on this job, and I believe it's the last ones I've got there until I've got obviously lots of parts on order and things always coming, and until they come in, they're the last ones we got. But there's a couple other little tips for you, right? So these little washers, single use only. Upgrade to those smaller bolts if you've got the big fat ones if you can. You don't have to, it's not imperative, but if not, plan for it next time you do, or plan ahead. If we maybe just purchase them yourself, whatever, and you say you've got them, you don't worry, need to get them up from us. Whatever you're going to do, if you're going to buy injectors, buy them from me, so you don't end up getting caught out with Chinese copies, the remanufactured stuff, the other brands. We recommend only brand new, genuine, and fresh stock, so you get all the latest upgrades. There may be a shortage, I've mentioned in a few videos lately, there may be a shortage of injectors. It could be happening already by the time this video comes out, but at the moment in May, I've been warned about this for some time now, and it seems to be, looking at all the manufacturing numbers, that there's no fresher stock coming through. We've been getting the same injectors for quite a few months now. All the manufacturing was done kind of at the start, mid-COVID, middle of 2020. So we're not seeing any 21 manufacturing, even late 20 we're not seeing. So all the stuff that's been made, so just be aware of that. So I might put this video out a bit sooner. Please give us a thumbs up if you got something out of that. And if you need to get parts or injector kits off me, please watch all the videos so you know when to contact me. It's not a phone call, the phone doesn't ring, it's a text message with your name. You need to watch that video, search on our channel, latest injector information, text message from 8 AM. Monday morning's the best because we need to get all those messages answered. The kit's packed and sent, and I'm not fitting it all into a Monday, so we're in trouble there. But please get to me on a Monday, and if you can't, just make it the next Monday or the next Monday. And we do take annual leave, and I'm going to warn you in this video, it's probably too late already, but your absolute last opportunity really. I'm going to give you, look, I'll put this video out before the 24th of May, so you hear this for those people that hung around. 24th of May, okay? I think that's next Monday. Whatever day it is now and whatever date, it doesn't matter. So Monday the 24th of May, to get your injector kits or any of the other parts kits, search in our playlists called How to Buy My Kits to work out what we've got available and what the pricing is, and then you can text me once you know you want it, because I'm really busy. I can't answer the questions that are answered in videos, guys. I hope you understand. And after that, I think we're going to be out of injectors from about the 24th. We're going to be out. We've got a whole heap of stock coming. It's probably going to be the middle of July. So I'd say ask me again 12th of July if you don't get in May. So right now is your end of financial year spend, stock take sale. If you want to spend some money to claim it on your vehicle and write it off, tax invoices are provided with all parts sales. Just you'll get an electronic image of that with the purchase, and also the paper copy, which is reliable as anything, will be provided and comes with injector kit. Guys, thanks for watching. Try to keep this one short, but it's just more information, just keeps flowing. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the bell on. More videos coming your way soon. See ya.